Infinite and grand day, family, and welcome back to Yvette's View. Today is Tasting Tuesday, and this meal was inspired, or I decided to do something I hadn't done in a while. Um, but it was inspired to create this and do this for one of my sisters, um, Marie Russell, for her Earth Day. And I wanted to do this for her. And this was um, just in celebration and recognition for her Earth Day, which was April 10th. And I know I'm doing this on on the 14th, I believe this is, but on a Tuesday. But nothing really too out of the ordinary, except for I decided to do a mock fried fish, which was made out of artichoke hearts and garbanzo beans. And what I'll tell you is that it was very interesting in creating it, and I actually got this recipe from one of a podcaster. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but they were called Ghetto Vegans, and they would do a lot of mukbang content. And then she started creating her own dishes. And so initially, I thought she did the fish out of artichoke hearts and heart of palms, but come to find out, it was garbanzo beans. So I was like, that's going to be interesting. And of course, I had to do some adjustments. I didn't do all of her seasonings, but I did my own seasonings to that, what I had at the house, and I used that. So, but yeah, I did that, and of course, I made my my famous gravy, mushroom gravy out of garbanzo bean flour, and then I just had some cabbage that I mixed with some greens that I had, so I just combined those together. And then of course I did my cornbread muffins, which I absolutely love those as well, because they're just bite-sized and they're just so cute and nice and easy to eat. And so yeah, that's what I decided to do for her Earth Day celebration. I guess this you might want to call this a mukbang as well, because I'm literally tasting food and telling you what I think about it, even though I'm the one that's cooking it. And that's what they did too, was they would cook their food and tell you what it was and tell you what they did and so forth and so on, and then taste the food and, I like it and da da da. Of course, they like their food. Everybody loves their own food, right? And like I always tell anybody, it's all about your seasonings, family. So whatever you like, if you like more garlic, if you like poultry seasoning, if you like sage, if you like basil, if basil is one of your favorite flavors, start adding that to some of your dishes. It'll change your world. I'm telling you, it'll change your world. So it's all about your flavor, your taste buds, and how you decide to cook it as well. And so yeah, when I decided to do this fish, I will say one part of one part of the episode where we had to bring it all together and mold it into the patty and everything, and you had to freeze it to kind of hold it together, because the artichoke hearts are a little flaky and very flimsy, and most of the time your artichoke hearts are marinated in oil, and so that can cause a little bit of a that can cause a little bit of an issue with having it hold and mold together. But you use the but she also used the garbanzo bean flour along with the garbanzo beans. So when I tell you that this mock fish is very dense, that's just due to the weight of the protein that's in the garbanzo beans, and so it's heavy, so you don't really need to eat a whole lot of it. And I'm gonna put a little bit of some ketchup on my fish. I tend to like a little ketchup on there with my hot sauce. And I'm gonna just show you what it looks like right now. that's the, there's my greens there. There's my gravy with my quinoa. There's my cornbread muffin. And there are my little fish nugget cutlets that I'm gonna eat on today. So as I get to show you that, I'm not going to take any more time of your time before I taste it because it's still hot and I like to eat my food somewhat hot, not too cold. So what I think I'm gonna try first is the fish and then kind of show you what that looks like on the inside. So once I bite it, excuse me, y'all. But here we go. Here's a fish cutlet, or this is my mock fish. We'll see what that looks like on the inside. The crust and everything. I have to tell you, she did something that I didn't know for sure was gonna work, but in the wet mixture, she put hot sauce and mustard in her flaxseed egg, which was a flaxseed meal that was kind of made for a gel or gelatinous egg consistency, so that when you got ready to dip it in your wet batter and your dry batter, which had cornmeal in it, it could stick to the mock fish. And you got to yeah, I'm stuck on the fingers, but it got to, you know, stick pretty well before you put it in the fryer. And of course, with all of my veggies, I'm definitely going to have me some mushrooms in that. How about that? My greens are killer, man. My greens is off the chain. And what I do love about my little cornbread muffin is that I make this with spelt flour. It definitely gives it a different, earthier taste. But what I say is, this cornbread is off the chain on everything. Love it, love it, love it. And you can still hear the crunch in my veggies because I don't like them too soft. I used to eat my veggies really like overcooked, but now the more crunchier the better. So it's still like, you know, blanched, if you will. And then my mushroom gravy with my quinoa. The gravy, y'all. This meal is dense, so even though it's a lot on this plate, you don't need to eat as much because it's gonna be very heavy. But with that being said, family, I love tasting a little bit of everything. And I'm gonna finish this later because I don't wanna, you know, do it all online, because I could take another bite like I should have did that with a piece of fish. Yeah, that's good, y'all. And we're not supposed to talk with our mouth full, right? We're not supposed to do that, right? Well, my mouth's not completely full, but I'm not supposed to talk with food in your mouth. But very satisfying at the end of the day. And when I tell you that I can literally eat on this every day and not get tired. The flavors, as far as I'm concerned, the next day, it's even better. Because you know how when you make something, it tastes good, but once it marinates the next day, that's why I don't understand how people don't like leftovers. I love my leftovers. My leftovers are the bomb because that flavor that just sits and marinates over time, it's so delicious. It's so good. You just don't want to not keep eating it. And so I just again wanted to share that with you. Shout out Marie Russell. Happy Earth Day, my queen. She is one of my inspirations as well. Love her to life. Wishing her more and more days in life ahead. And with that being said, family, I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me on my Tasting Tuesday. And in honor of the goddess Queen Marie, this one was for her. And with that being said, family, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I put a video up. And I'll see you next time. All right, peace.